Hello everybody, this is Maniac4Bricks, and I'm here today with a quick little behind the scenes. This is working on the Maniac4Bricks Awards of 2014, Round 2. What you're looking at right now are the results from Round 1, where we got all the nominations for each of the categories. And what I'm basically doing with this information, I'm transferring all of the entries into Round 2 so that we can get to vote on the next part. After that part, we'll get to eliminate much more of the categories, and basically, after round 2's voting, we'll get to see the top 2 in each list, and then from those, vote for who is the best of the best for each category. What I'm doing right now is just taking everything that's in here and putting it a little bit simpler in a multiple choice type file, or type questionnaire, so that way you're not writing in new entries unless I request it. It's just going to be done multiple choice. Now, I'm working on this, and I'm doing this right now as I'm waiting for the Friday's video to go up on my main channel, because that has some information about a new giveaway and how you can enter it. The entry for it is through the Maniac4Bricks Awards Part 2. So this gives me a little bit of time to actually work on this part. And as far as communicating with you guys, I'll try my best, but we'll see if I can actually get to read your comments. I'm not trying to make this as something that's, dang it, I keep pressing the wrong button. I'm not trying to make this as something that's, private. Not like, I'm recording this for myself as a public video or anything. No, you guys are allowed to communicate with me this time, and I hope it's made clear, because sometimes I record these as just being, a way to screen record a video that I wanted to talk about something without interacting with the audience directly. But now you guys can actually get to talk with me, and let's see, I think somebody's here. Who do they come back as? I always enjoy your vids. Alright, thank you. Full Tracks Phoenix Studios. Nice name. Alright, so I'm going to go down here. We're going to go to the live stream, and I'll mute it. So if you guys have anything to say in the comments, I'll switch back to it, and I'll be sure to read them. I've actually noticed on Brick Adjuster's channel, I was mentioned in today's Who's That Fig video. So it was very cool to see that. So right now we're working on Maniac4Bricks Awards, but feel free to ask me questions about other things. You'll get to see a little bit of behind the scenes of how these are added in. So let's see. So we have Star Wars as an entry. We have DC superheroes. I kind of want to put it as just superheroes, because in my personal belief, superheroes is the main category, and then has the subdivisions of DC Comics and Marvel. And then under DC Comics, you have things like the Justice League, Superman, Batman, etc. Under Marvel, you have Guardians of the Galaxy, Spider-Man, etc. So I'm thinking I'm just going to put this as superheroes as the theme. So if you're partial to either side, you'll still get to vote for the same thing in here, It's going to make it a lot easier for you guys to see it. Okay, so we have Ultra Agents in here. It doesn't matter how many times any of these were voted, just the fact that they were voted matters. Apparently, Ultra isn't spelled correctly. Yeah, that's what I put. I don't know. And then we had City. Who else was in here? The Lego Movie. And it also says Train. Train is in a subdivision of City, because you find train sets through the Lego City line. So I would just put that as just City. Again, going along with the same thing as DC superheroes, that's under the branch of superheroes. Alright, so what was the other one? The Lego Movie. It was a good theme. They have a good theme for it. Alright, so required questions. They're all required questions. Let's see. Next category, I think, was Best Lego Set. I gotta look. best new Lego theme of 2014. So these are for any themes that appeared in 2014 and they weren't in 2013. And it doesn't matter if they're in 2015, but if they're this year, that's what I'm looking at. Can't look into the future and vote on something there. It's just not physically possible. Let's see, the Lego Movie, Minecraft, Ultra Agents, Lego Arctic. Lego Arctic, I'm gonna count that because it is a new sub-theme. Alright, so we'll just put these in. The Lego Movie. You're wondering why I'm showing you this? No reason, really. I just feel more motivated when I hear you guys and, do it more live. So I'm not just, lazing around on it like I've already been doing. All right. Minecraft. I'm going to put in parentheses, minifigure scale. Although, I don't know if they kind of are a 2014 theme. They're released in 2014 online on the Lego website, and that's what I go by as far as its official release. Sometimes you'll get stuff at Toys R Us that comes early and is actually supposed to be a 2015 theme release. Ultra Agents, Agnes, no Agents. I want to spell it correctly. All right. City Arctic. Actually, we'll put Arctic so people don't get confused. Sub-theme of city. That's how you spell it. All right. What else do we have in here? Agents, Ultra Agents, Series 12. Okay, so the next one we have is Series 12 CMF. I'll let it count because, again, it's a new sub-theme. It's a required question, and that one's done. Now we have a new category. This is how you make a Google form. This is interesting. Best polybag of 2014. I will allow, if somebody puts in here, well, first let me see what the entries are. Okay, we got a couple entries. I know it's kind of odd that it's going to cut off ones like Plastic Man, Dareth and versus an Android, and Rocket Raccoon, some of our more recent ones. I'll list them in here because they weren't counted before, with the nominations. I guess nobody thought of them at that time, or, nobody was really familiar with them then. So we'll put in the entries that are already shown first. Darth Revan. Piece of Resistance. If you need to look up any of these while you're doing it, you can just open up a new tab and then you go to Brick Set and then you find the name of the set. So I do apologize. I won't be putting in any numbers of these, but I wanted to make it a little bit easier to read. I think last year I put in numbers and it just got a little complicated and took me a little longer to make it. Martian Manhunter. He's pretty cool. He's coming in a 2015 set. I don't know if it's the same version though. Then we have Flashback Shredder. So one I like. I definitely like him because I have him and I can say that. Iron Patriot. I need to look up that one because I don't think he was in 2014 as a polybag. Remember, this is by year. This isn't done out of everything up to this year. That's very hard to, to pick. And I think on a yearly basis, that's nice to see how it runs. So we're going to go to Brick Set, and we're going to see how it goes. Now, I don't think the comments came in the right way because of the way that I went to the, how I set up the live stream. I know it's going to be wonky for setting up the chat, so I do apologize for that. I didn't really consider it. I'm sorry. So, Iron Patriot. Nope, didn't spell it right. And apparently it's not showing up here Iron Predator, Iron Pickaxe. If for some reason they're not showing it in here on Brickset. Iron Man, maybe we'll just look for that. Iron Man Magnet, Iron Man and Captain America, Extremist Seaport Battle. No, I don't see it in here. That's strange. Usually Brickset will record information like that about promotional polybags, even if it's a game release. I mean, they put it for Plastic Man. Why wouldn't they put it for this? Gun mounting system. So that's what it's officially called. Or at least how they call it on Brickset. Interesting. I guess I'll have to put that in parentheses so people can remember that's the same thing. Aha, here it is. Year released 2013. So we can't put it in because it isn't a 2014 release. Sorry about that, but we can't put that entry in. Okay, so who is next after Iron Patriot? We have the balloon card. Okay. I'll also put in Plastic Man recently released. Aerith versus Nindroids. Nindroid, actually, because there's only one in the set. Recently released. And then Rocket Raccoon recently released. I feel like it's fair for me to include those polybags, since that's been a change since the last month. Now, if there are any others after this point for polybags, I'm not going to count them. Anything at this point on, we already know of the sets, when they're going to be released, and if they're going to be released, you know, or how soon in 2014 they'll be released. So I don't think it's going to be a concern at this point. But seeing that the 3 polybags were recently released, I figured I'll add them into this area. That way, you just have another option of 3. Best monthly mini build of 2014. Should put in parentheses Lego store. It may have not been clear to some people, because I know, that could probably be confused with the Toys R Us builds. Enchanted Tree, February Micromanager. Okay. I'm just trying to remember these. Enchanted Tree, Micromanager, Frankenstein, these are based on your votes, people. July. What was the July monthly build? I know these are put on Brickset. Monthly mini build. July? Maybe July 2014. I don't know exactly how to look for it. And I've been using Brickset for quite a while, but still can't remember how it goes. July 2014. Nope. Alright. Must be some other way to get to it. Monthly mini model build. Sub-theme of promotional. Okay. That's in the right direction. We'll set search July 2014. And I put it in wrong. July 2014. Surf Van. Okay. Frankenstein. That makes me think of the song by Edgar Winter. You know. Now, we got another category to go to. Check out that song. It's pretty good. It's an instrumental, so you don't have to worry about lyrics. That's why I didn't have to worry about singing it. Best Lego Toys R Us. Is there one going on this weekend? I'm trying to remember if there's a Toys R Us build this weekend. I saw some recent commercials for Toys R Us on TV. They have buy one, get one 40% off all Wii and Wii U games. And then that was followed by a commercial for Lego stuff. And it showed that they were building in the store. So it leads me to think that there's a Lego event going on soon, but I don't really know. I'm usually up to date on that stuff, but I can be. I can forget. I may not be up on everything. I'm fine. I just, nothing wrong with searching for more info. I think this one pretty much goes to Emmett's car. That's funny. Emmett's car. That's pretty much the only thing everybody's voted for in here. But I'm going to throw in two more for the competition and also because they were recent releases. Mini Ghost. Recent release. And then Bat Signal. Because ever since we had the first round of the Maniac4Bricks Awards for 2014, there have been two other models that have come into play. And if there are more, I'm not really sure if I'll be able to handle that. Let's see, best $20 Lego set. And I say $20 because since last year, they've had a lot of $20 range Lego sets. And I think that's really great because it allows people to, to buy them more. It's not too expensive, but you also get some good quality stuff with it. Remember last year, all those superhero sets that were $20? They're amazing. I still have a bunch of them. I still enjoy them. I even rebuild them sometimes. Let's see. Armored car with Doc Ock, camper van, battle on Salukami. I still don't know how to pronounce that. That says 15 though. That's where I find a problem. Now $20, this range is based on US dollars. And if I go back to Brickset, I just want to clarify something. This is based on US dollars. And if you are in a different country with a different currency, you'll have to adjust it accordingly. $20, adjust that to your currency, and then any sets that are in that range of that price, that are, of that price, those are allowed. But, Salut Kami, there we go. Just wanted to be sure that this is the right price. In $20 US dollars, this one says it's $15, roughly. That's a little bit on the lower side of what I was looking for because I'm looking for anything that says $19.99, in order for this to work. This does look interesting. I've seen it a few times in the store. I wasn't really sure about picking it up. So what do we start with? Kashyyyk Troopers. Let me check on that one too, because I'm pretty sure, at least in the US, this is a different price. Kashyyyk Troopers. Again, we're talking about $20 US price. This one says it's $13 US price. So I can't allow it because it is in a lower price range than what I was looking for. There are other sets that are in the $13 price range. Extremist Seaport Battle. I'm having a funny feeling that perhaps it's a little confusing for understanding these rules. And if there is, please let me know, because I'm having a sense that maybe it's not understood completely. And perhaps I didn't explain it correctly. If I didn't, just let me know what needs to be explained. Because this one says it's a 2013 set. Yeah, it may be available in 2014 still, but we're talking about ones that are released that year, not ones that are released a year ago. I still have to think about picking that one up. I think I still see it in stores, but I don't know if I'll pick it up. Anyways, yes, it's a $20 set, but it is in the wrong year. So I can't allow that one. Man-Bat Attack. Okay, I think that one was in this year. I kind of forget. Man Dash Bat? Yeah, that's it. And it says right there 2014. So we got it, and I was just looking for the real name of it. So Batman Man Bat Attack. Next up, we have the camper van from City. I'm gonna put City inside of there because I don't want it to be confused with the summer camper or the summer caravan from Lego Friends, which is not of the same price range, and it's definitely not the same set. Yay! Now I can upload this Friday's video. Still need to do a little bit more editing with it. It took a lot of time just for it to piece everything together. Alright, so let's see. Battle on Samukai, we skipped that. Doc Ock's Truck Robbery. I gotta remember what the name of that set was. Doc Ock's Bank Robbery, Doc Ock Truck Heist. That's it. Doc Ock Truck Heist. Another set I was thinking about getting, but I haven't gotten to it yet. And I think that's all that we had for that category. It can vary on how many are put in here, depending on what people put. Best Lego set of 2014. That's the next category we have. So let's see how it goes. Best Lego set of 2014. We start off with the Sandcrawler. Pretty sure it's called UCS Sandcrawler. I still understand it. The Joker Steamroller. Let me just see what the name of it is. I want to try to make it clear and try to make it, official. You may understand that it's a different name, but I'm trying to work to the name that is first produced, for the set. The Joker Steamroller. Excuse me. What's next? Flying Phoenix Temple. We got a Chima entry. That's not bad. Flying Phoenix Fire Temple. That's a mouthful. Flying Phoenix Fire Temple. And I gotta correct Phoenix. There we go. UCS Slave 1. I'm pretty sure that's not being released this year. But let me check anyways. Yeah, it says 2015. We know news of it in 2014, but this is the thing you have to understand. It's not available for purchase from Lego in 2014. And I say from Lego because they're the ones in charge. They make the sets. They can say when they can go out. And maybe they can say that a little bit easier to Toys R Us than to other manufacturers, but for their own release, they put this out in 2015. They don't put this out sooner than that for themselves. AT-AT. I don't know if it has any other name than that. They're all named the same thing except for Motorized Walking and AT-AT Walker. So we're getting another one in 2015? I didn't know that. I knew we had one for 2014, but... Oh, that's the mini one, the Micro Fighters. I got confused for half a second. I was like, why would we have another large one? Yeah. I'm going to have to do some reporting. Not reporting, but news. No, not news. Thoughts videos. That's what I'm looking for. I should do some thoughts videos on that. And some other sets, because they're interesting. But, 2014 version. That way we don't confuse it with the other ones. I know, I know but even when I have set reviews, I put down if it's a certain version with the same name as another set. Metal Beard Sea Cow. Okay. That one looks pretty cool. Benny's spaceship, obviously. Spaceship, spaceship, spaceship. And don't forget the exclamation marks. All right, so we're going to move further down the list. Got a lot of questions in here. I know I probably crammed in a lot of questions, but I wanted to see how well these questions were going to go. And maybe over time I'll eliminate them from future awards. But for right now, we want to see how they go. Best collectible minifigure, the Lego Movie. The Friday's video is on its way to YouTube, and I still need to do a little bit of editing with it to put in my intro, as well as putting in the little thing on the bottom. I don't know what it's called, but you know, it's where I put I'm losing what I'm thinking. Where I put in like Maniac4Bricks on the bottom, and it's kind of, it's similar to what's his face? A little bit similar to Three Brick Friends, but he does a little bit more to it than that. It's also similar to who's his name? I'm forgetting. I'm drawing a blank. Bricks for Chris. And I don't mean to tread on him. I'm not trying to steal his idea. I just thought he had a great style for it, and I modified it a little bit so it's not the same exact thing. It is different, but please don't be mad at me. I already spoke to him over over YouTube, and tried to tell him I'm not trying to steal your idea. All right. So who else do we have in here? Panda Suit Guy. And then after that, Emmett. I think if he had a different name, Hard Hat Emmett. And then there was Good Cop. Now, actually, it's technically called Scribble Face Bad Cop. Then we have Larry, the barista. And then Marcia, Queen of the Mermaids. And we have the next collectible minifigure series. The Simpsons. The Simpsons. I think I'm going to leave this one out. I'm not really sure. I might as well keep it a required question because the rest of them are. And if it's not required, you guys probably wouldn't answer it. I'm pretty much down to 4 votes for this, or 4 different characters. Krusty the Clown, Homer Simpson, Bart Simpson, and Ned Flanders. I'd imagine they'd be the most popular. Especially Homer and Bart. Just like the most, recognizable, I guess. The ones you definitely want to get. And then we have Series 12. Multiple choice. Required again. Entries in this one. Spooky Girl. The Gamer. Video Game Guy was the official name. Then we have the Jester. Pizza Delivery Man or Guy. I forget which one it was. I think it was Guy. I don't really call him man. Space Driller. If I don't have the official names for these, I apologize. I try to make it close, make it, you know, as recognizable as possible. And then last we have Piggy Guy. I don't think they even called it the Piggy Suit Guy. It was just Piggy Guy. Interesting. You know, a fall man's Halloween costume of choice. Because you remember Sigfig has it on Instagram wearing the costume. And then we have Best Collectible Minifigure Series. So we've gone through each of the series themselves, and then we've figured out what's what. All right. So this one, Series 12, Series 12, and the Lego Movie. Not even The Simpsons made it in here. I'm surprised. I thought people liked it, at least for a little while, but you know, over the course of some months, maybe they didn't. Well, if Just Too Good is voting, I apologize to him. Just what the people voted. Can't really say anything. Best Mixel Character of 2014. This counts from all three of the series. I'm pretty sure, if I'm correct, I might even put it in for like each series for categories. So we have in here Magnifico. Next we have Plane. I can just write it out. Then who else do we have? Slumbo. It says Wizard next, but I don't know which one it means. Then it says don't know, and then it says Volectro. So we got a couple entries. The nominations. Oh, that really hurts my ears. Best Friends Animal Pack of 2014. Yeah, I did do all these in order. I'm thinking maybe I should condense these for you guys, because I see in a lot of these votes, there are a lot of either question marks or NAs or I don't knows. So there are very few actual entries. I don't show on you and have like a billion questions. I mean, you could make questions about just about a ton of things from this year alone. So I'm going to reduce it, and we're just going to have the best Mixels and then the best Animal Pack. You know, so that way you get a little bit more flexibility with all of them, and you don't have to worry about, you know, per category and things like that. It may seem a little bit unfair because I am planning on keeping in for the collectible minifigure series, but those vary. Those vary a lot. I mean, with the Mixels and with the animal packs, they're kind of central. They kind of have like the same thing. For the Mixels, each series has different tribes and different characters, yes, but you still know that they're like the same things that you're making. You're still making the same characters, similar pieces, similar accessories, some of them different though, some of them different designs, but I don't know if Mixels is really catching on as much as I think it is for you guys. And according to all these question marks and things, that's what I'm getting at. You know, so, and for the animal packs, you know, they're the same idea. You have an animal and you have a scenery. So yeah, we'll just go with that. So in here we have a turtle, penguin, and panda. There was a panda? I don't remember there being a panda. Is that in the next series? Panda. Panda's Bamboo. Okay. This was actually from this year and is in an upcoming set. I know some people have them already. Three Big Friends has the seal. I don't know if he has the other ones either, but I am not sure if this one is going to count because it doesn't have. Well, it's already been released, so I guess I can count it. All right, so does Bam? And then it was the Penguins Playground or something like that. By the way, the bamboo isn't the whole part of the set. It's only this part, which I find to be interesting. That one I really liked. I'd pick up more if I could. I think I raised them. And that's the thing that disappoints me about the animal packs. In the series, you know, there are 3 series per year, and I didn't really expect them to just, like, you know, disappear after a couple months. There should be a turtle. Turtles Little Paradise. That's the one from 2014. If the user who voted that meant the one from 2013, I do apologize, but there are 2 different ones. And saying the word turtle doesn't really clarify which one you mean. So I'm going with the one that is actually from this year. Turtles Little Paradise. So we'll reduce it to that. We're not going to have all these other categories in here. We'll just skip over those because it's probably confusing and long. There are already a lot of questions in here. All right, so next we have Best Comic-Con Promotional Item of 2014. I know this is more of an objective view than we have had in hand. So it kind of makes me think maybe we should get rid of that category too. Although I would think even in voting for the other categories, it's probably the same thing. Maybe you voted based on what you liked about it, but not necessarily having it in hand. And that's totally okay. I'm fine with that. All right, so let's see. Planet X Batman. Well, first we're going to stick with... Yeah, what was it called? It wasn't called Planet X Batman. It was called some weird name. Batman... Batman of Zur-En-Arrh. It's an interesting variation I didn't really know much about. And I like that they're putting it in a Lego form, much as they're putting in Plastic Man, much as they're putting in other forms of superheroes, because it expands our knowledge of them. You know, some superheroes are mainstream and always show up. You never really hear about other ones, but putting them in Lego form, for our community, it makes us a little bit more observant. And some of you may already know about them, and that's fine. But to those of us who don't, you know, get to learn a little bit. I didn't know what Zur-En-Arrh meant when I saw that at, you know, in the news for San Diego Comic-Con or New York Comic-Con. All right, the next one we have is The Collector. That one I remembered because I saw Guardians of the Galaxy. I didn't recognize it right away, though, because I think I saw the movie afterwards. After it's released? I don't know. Now, Rocket Raccoons isn't called Rocket Raccoon. I remember that. Just trying to find what it was called. It was called something else because it had a ship with it, and the ship had a name. I don't think anybody's even up this late at night, so that's why I'm not checking much of the comments. But there is a little bell here. Let's see. Okay, so we do have some people on here. And they said that they're watching, or responded that they were watching. So thank you for watching. There's 3 people watching, so I thank you. What was it called? It was like a warbird or something? Rocket Raccoon's warbird. There we go. Yeah, I think I remembered. It seems like one of those microfighter type models, because it's not to scale with the minifigure. Alright. Now the Batmobile. I gotta remember what that one was called. Was it just called Batmobile? Classic TV series Batmobile. Now Batman has had many series, but TV series. But the one we're talking about, and the one they're talking about, is the one from the late 50s, early 60s. When Batman was more of a funny guy instead of a serious guy. And then we have the Connect section of the voting, which will probably go away next year, so don't worry about it if you are not a Connects fan. Best Connect set of 2014. Let's take a look at those. I know a lot of you guys probably didn't vote that one well. I see a lot of no's, NA, and things like that. I don't know, question marks. I understand a lot of you don't know about that much, but I thought maybe I was doing it on my channel. I thought in doing it on my channel would give you some insight and maybe some interest, but I see it's starting to be a vanishing thing. So what I'm doing at this point, I still have a few more Connect sets to review, and they're going to just disappear from the channel. In terms of continuation, they will still be published and still be on there, but there will be less. And once they're done, I'm not making more. I'm not buying more sets that are going to be reviewed. If I buy any more Connects, they're just things for my own collection, and there probably won't be that much after this, because at this point I'm just looking for the Connects Mario figures. They look cool. I like the way they're designed. They have great sculpting for them, and that's probably the thing I like most about Connects right now. For anything that they've been making for any license, they have a really good attention to detail for making these molds, and really good time and effort to make each one unique. They don't conform them all to the same figure type. As you see with minifigure, a minifigure of Dareth or a minifigure of Benny will have the same torso and legs or head size or very similar features to other minifigures. Like Rocket Raccoon, what's different about him compared to a regular minifigure? Well, his torso is the same. His legs are short. He has the tail attachment on the back. He has a different molded head. There are some, some interesting things, but the short legs is also something that's shared not only with him, but also with some of the Simpsons or Ewoks and other Lego figures, So the things that make him are mostly in the head. Although he is short, so that does help with it. But, imagine if you made a taller minifigure. Lego's only done that once or twice. With the Toy Story figures. So getting back to this, Mario vs. Piranha Plant. That's not a 2014 set. And I know it's not going to be something I'm going to research, but I know that this was released in 2013 or more, or 2012. Not 2014. That was from Mario Kart Wii. It was bigger last year or so than it was this year in terms of set production. And we don't really have anything else for this category. It just says Mario. So it's kind of sad. I tried to put some effort in here to try to, pump up a little bit more of the Connect stuff. And I see that my efforts have really not been successful. I am totally fine if you guys aren't into Connects, but I'm gonna have to get rid of the best Connect set of 2014 category. Is this something that I was passionate about for a while? With the YouTube channel, it was something that went almost hand in hand with Lego in terms of what I've done for the channel, what I've done with YouTube, what I've done with reviewing. So I felt it to be almost like maybe half as big a part as Lego on what I do. So in here, we're now going to Best Connects Mario Figure Series 3, Green Toad. Then we have Yoshi, which was not in... Wait, Connects Mario Figure Series 3. I gotta remember, who was in Series 3? I think Yoshi was in there. Let me look at the packages. I actually have them next to me. No, that's Series 2. That's Series 4. Aha, here it is. Series 3. Right in the middle. So we have all of them that are in here. Diddy Kong, Bullet Bill, Hammer Brother, Toad, Bowser, Yoshi, Mario, and Cheep Cheep. So Toad was standard, and Yoshi was actually pink. Just to clarify that. Nominations for Series 4. I can't remember if I left footnotes in the nomination section for each of these series, because I felt like people didn't know them, and I was gonna inform them about it, but I don't remember. So Series 4, we have Bowser Jr. He was a tough one to find. He was really tough. I've searched for weeks in the same stores, in the same boxes, over and over again, feeling packages. My hands got numb. I felt through like tons and tons of bob-ombs and green toads to get past all of them and try to find, the figure I'm looking for. Wario was not in this series. I again have the checklist next to me that shows, or even just the packaging on the box or on the bags, it shows Wario was not in Series 4. Now I know it's a little bit hard to clarify what series I'm talking about because these aren't properly named. Series 4 for the Connect Super Mario figures is not the 4th series, much like Series 12 isn't this 12th series release, by Lego. Series 4 was probably like 6. I forget, it was 5 or 6. I'm not gonna go through it now. So yeah, I guess Bowser Jr. is the only real entry in here, one that's valid. And then we have, I didn't actually focus on this that much, so I'm not surprised if you guys don't know much about it. But the next one we have here is best. I just threw this in because I knew it was a 2014 theme, and I didn't know if you guys actually cared for it on your own. I personally didn't. I wasn't willing to buy a whole bunch of Plants vs. Zombies stuff. Cowboy Zombie. And then Plant. That's kind of vague. I may not play much of Plants vs. Zombies, but I know that Plant is vague. Come on. So now we have Best Connects Mario Kart Race Car of 2014. So you have that as a capital instead. Oops, I forgot to change this. This is supposed to be one entry. I know I said before that I was going to have some of these as like you can request a second one. With Connects, I don't think you guys really are into it to know or to even try to request, I mean, you can tell me if that's wrong. Just let me know in the comments, because this is going to go up after I make a video of it, and then after I put the Friday's video up. So there will be time before I put this video up. So let me know if this is something I need to change, if I should let you guys have another chance for nominating or anything like that. And I almost feel like I'm talking to a screen instead of talking to actual people, but I am talking to you people. I really consider what you guys do, what you contribute to my content. It's not just mine for me to make the decisions. When I open the floor to you for you guys to make decisions, that's things that you can make improvements on, things that you can help me make better for you. I had a person comment today pretty rudely about a video I made a while ago, one of my vlogs, in fact. And the vlog had a haul, and it had a bunch of other information. It also had a mention of the Lego Movie review, and the title just said Lego Movie review as well as haul. That person wrote a pretty rude comment and said, you know, shut up about these other things, just get to the movie review, stop talking. This is why I don't like your videos. My subscribers and followers and fans will agree and unsub and blah blah blah. And it's like, get the facts straight. I don't want to be mean back to you, but this is a Friday's video. If you've been following me for some time, it's meant to be just a vlog. This is a weekly vlog that I host on my channel to catch up on things, see how it's going, blah, 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 you know. And I mentioned explicitly in the video, the Lego Movie review is not done and needed to be worked on more. Part of the review was in there, but only because I couldn't get it off of my iPod and send it to YouTube. I rewatched this video today, in fact, just to be sure I understood what she was talking about. And I found it to be pretty, like, I couldn't take the opinion seriously. I understood there needed to be a correction, but with the tone that was given, I didn't feel like I was getting some respect. You know? You earn respect by giving respect. And it's hard for me to give respect. I don't know. Let's keep going. So we got glider cart, and that says Yoshi. I don't even know if there was a Yoshi cart from this year. It might have been. I have to check. I'm actually not sure. I know I'm gonna have the video longer this way. Lego Wheels 19 says hello. So, hi Lego Wheels 19. Thanks for joining. I hope you caught up with the part about, you know, about input, about some of this connects categories. I'm looking it up now, and I see some Yoshi carts, but I remember these from last year, not this year. This product is not available. Why? Because it's from last year. It's already passed. So pretty much we're down to one thing again. It kind of makes me sad. Again, I understand if it's not something you're passionate about, but I'm, you know, I put in some effort for these kinds of things to throw in, and I guess now I just have to face the facts. It's not something you guys are into. And therefore, why should I bother, you know, putting it in? Why should I keep it on Maniac4Bricks? Was that a problem when the Brick Show started going to, like, Mega Bloks Skylanders, or they did a few Connects Mario stuff too, or they would do, or like Jang Bricks when he did Mega Bloks Halo, Mega Bloks Call of Duty, Mega Bloks Assassin's Creed. Did that attract people or turn them away? I don't know. I wasn't following them that much. Honestly, I wasn't into those things, so I didn't watch them, but I still watched some of their other content. Brick Show I don't watch too often, I will admit, though. But it wasn't something that attracted me more to their channel as far as, you know, what they do. Let me check with the Resnor. Connects. Resnor. It'll just pull it up right away. And it should say somewhere in here if it's a 2014 set. Okay, Brick Show actually says it's a 2013 set. So I'm going to have to say no to that. But let me check on the Connects website just to be sure. If you guys aren't interested, you could walk away. This is just a video. It's a live stream. You don't have to watch. Although at that rate, I'm probably gonna get nobody watching. All right. Let's see what it says in here. If there's any description, product details. Does not say in here about when it was released. I know I reviewed it, but I don't remember when it was released. I think it was last year. I'm not really sure. Maybe it says it better on the box, which they show on here. Copyright 2013 Nintendo. Copyright 2013 Connects. So I'm going to say no. It's probably not from this year. Again, just almost ready to just drop it and walk away. Just all these, you know. Did I not do a good enough job? Did I overemphasize things? I feel like I feel like I'm the problem. You know? I don't want to force it onto you guys, but I wanted to make some of it aware. It's been something that's been going on with the channel throughout this year, and I threw it in the Maniac4Bricks Awards because Connects has been carrying throughout most of the year, with reviews and haul items and things like that. So I don't know. I don't know. I used to do Connects News even. I used to report about even their contests. They had multiple giveaways. They still do. They still have even tons of sales. Like right now, they've extended their buy two get the third free Connects Angry Birds sale, and I figured now you guys aren't really into that. You don't seem to be, doesn't sound like it's interesting to you. So I stopped doing that, along with doing news in general. But that's another story. All right. And that's it. We got a few little things for Connects. Then this section, name of user. And this one will just be you write in your name. You write in, if you use it as an Instagram name or whatever. And then, where did you hear about this awards round? Because I will blast it onto Instagram too. Once the video is up for it. And I'll also put it on the Twitter because with my account already up, like when I upload a new video, it should automatically have a link on it on Twitter. So now this is all done. Publish and show a public link to form results. Allow. No, I'm not going to allow that one. I figure you vote what you vote. So we'll have an early release now. I'll do the video soon, and then on my main channel, that is. And then I'll put up the Fridays. So thanks for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I understand the Connect section is going to be really weak. It's already weak, but it's definitely going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 questions. Wow. Just wow. Look, I get it. It's not your thing. If it's not a thing across the whole community, fine. I'll do a little bit more of it as I want to do it. I won't force you to, to contribute to every last one of these categories. I dropped a whole bunch of them, And it's multiple choice, You don't have to think about it much. Show progress bar at the top and bottom. Allow Requires login. I kind of want to do that too. I don't know if that means they have to log in to Google, and if they do, I don't know if everyone has Google. Although if they have a YouTube account, they probably do have Google. So yeah, let's go with that. Because I don't want to have multiple entries just pop up, you know. We'll get the short form. And then we'll actually change this. Updated link. All right. So now that's done. I'll close out the live stream. Thank you all for attending if you guys are here. And we'll see you on the main channel with the Friday's video and more.